Is Tony Abbott proving a bit of an embarrassment or distraction for the government?
I think people are getting terribly overexcited about Tony. Tony has served the country incredibly well as Prime Minister and as a Member of Parliament, and continues to do so. And I'm sure that will remain the case. And good luck to him. I mean,
he's not a distraction?
He's not distracting me. He's not distracting the Prime Minister.
Well, the Prime Minister's got a bit grumpy the other day. No more questions on Tony, he said.
Because he's talking about innovation. He's talking about the growing economy.
That's really resounded, hasn't it? The public are running up and down the street saying, oh, innovation, terrific.
Oh, well, those who are actually involved in innovation and taking those risks and starting businesses and employing people in those businesses are very excited. I've been in many of them.
I mean, this is what I couldn't understand. They can go bankrupt, owe a lot of people a lot of money, come back a year later and start all over again. That's extraordinary.
Well, are we going to have bankruptcy laws in this country which prevent a business from surviving those difficult
times?
If it
protects creditors, we need them because
but what about the jobs now? But the system at the moment actually says the best thing you can do when a business is in trouble is to shut the business down for the banks. That's what the current system does. What we're saying is, let's have a go at actually seeing if this business can survive and the people who work for that business can keep their job.
No, but you're also saying you can go bankrupt and come back a year later.
No, it's not as simple as that. It's not as simple as that. There are a whole range of mitigations that they have to put in place to work themselves out of bankruptcy. We haven't gone as far as the Chapter 11 situation in the United States, but what we are saying is, when a business gets into trouble, we want to help that business get out of trouble and get back on their feet and to protect the jobs that are in that business and the growth that can be achieved in that business.
Grand Mufti says Tony Abbott's comments are helping to promote terrorism. What do you think?
I haven't found many of the Grand Mufti's comments very helpful. And I think what's very important is that we don't play into the hands of those who want to divide Australians, whoever may be doing that. Now, I think Tony has made some observations which have been consistent, which many others have made, and in fact I've made in putting them in different ways. But I think the constant sort of attempt by some to try and create these divisions and create controversy and conflict, often about statements which frankly aren't in direct contravention to what others are saying, I think only just whips the issue up and doesn't help the very sensitive issues that the government is trying to manage here. And that's the Prime Minister's focus.
But is Tony Abbott aggravating it? Is he opening a gap?
Look, Tony's been saying things he's said consistently for a long period of time, and I've echoed many of those comments, but said them in different ways. And we all choose our own words and how we choose to describe it. I mean, the settings that the former Prime Minister put in place, whether it was our involvement in the Middle East, whether it's the security settings that we have here at home, all of those have been maintained and have been added to under the Turnbull government. And I think he would be very pleased about that. And so that's where I think where we sit.